Have you ever felt lonely, even when you're not alone? It's an intriguing question, isn't it? A paradox that tugs at the heartstrings of many. It's not an anomaly, far from it. In fact, it's a shared experience that ties us together in a strange, unspoken bond. Today, we peel back the layers of this universal emotion, diving deep into the realms of loneliness and self-analysis. So, if you've ever felt this way, you're not alone, and this video is for you. I remember a time when I was surrounded by friends, but I felt completely alone. It was a bright summer day, the kind that makes you squint even with sunglasses on. We were gathered at the park, a group of us, some longtime friends, some new acquaintances. The air was filled with laughter and chatter, a symphony of human connection. Yet, amidst the buzz of conversation, there was a silence that rang in my ears. It was the silence of my thoughts, my feelings, my very being, feeling detached from the world around me. I watched as friends engaged in animated conversation, their faces lit up with shared jokes and common interests. I was physically present, nodding along, smiling at the right moments. But inside, I felt like a spectator, watching a show I was supposed to be part of, but felt no connection to. I was part of a crowd, yet I felt isolated, like I was on an island in the middle of a bustling city. The sun dipped lower in the sky, casting long shadows and bathing everything in a golden hue. Yet, the warmth seemed to bypass me. I felt a chill, a coldness that seemed to seep from within me, numbing me to the joy and camaraderie around me. I tried to reach out, to engage, to be part of the conversation. I tried to laugh along, to share in the stories, to contribute to the banter. But every word felt forced, every laugh felt hollow. It was like I was speaking a different language, one that nobody else understood. As the day turned into night, I found myself staring at the twinkling stars, lost in a sea of my own thoughts. I was surrounded by friends, by people who cared for me, yet I felt a void within me, an emptiness that no amount of social interaction could fill. I was in a crowd, but I felt utterly alone. It was then that I decided to understand this feeling. Loneliness isn't about being alone, it's about feeling alone. This statement might sound a bit counterintuitive, but let's delve a bit deeper to understand what loneliness truly is. Loneliness is a subjective feeling. It's a state of mind that can affect anyone, regardless of their social status, age, or relationship status. It's the emotional response to a perceived gap between the social interactions you desire and the ones you actually experience. You could be standing in a room full of people, surrounded by laughter and conversation, and still feel utterly alone. This is because loneliness isn't necessarily about physical solitude. It's about emotional isolation. This feeling of emotional isolation can stem from various sources. Perhaps you've moved to a new city and are struggling to make connections. Maybe you've lost touch with old friends and feel disconnected. Or perhaps you're surrounded by people but feel misunderstood, like you're on a different wavelength. All these scenarios can breed loneliness. Now, it's essential to understand that loneliness isn't just an unpleasant emotion. It can have significant impacts on our mental health. Chronic loneliness can lead to a host of mental health issues, including depression, anxiety, and even a decreased lifespan. It can affect your sleep, your appetite, and your overall well-being. It's a state that our minds and bodies are not designed to endure for extended periods. But here's the good news. Understanding and acknowledging your loneliness is the first crucial step towards overcoming it. Recognizing that it's not about your physical surroundings, but your emotional landscape is key. It's about understanding that loneliness is a state of mind, not a permanent condition. So if you're feeling lonely, know that you're not alone in this. Many people are grappling with these feelings, especially in these challenging times. And remember, it's okay to feel this way. It's okay to ask for help. It's okay to seek out connections, to reach out to old friends, or to seek professional help. Loneliness is a state of mind, and understanding this is the first step towards overcoming it. To tackle loneliness, you first need to understand yourself. This statement rings with undeniable truth. If you're feeling lonely, it's essential to take a step back and delve into your own psyche. This process is what we call self-analysis. Self-analysis is crucial in comprehending the depth of your loneliness. It's like peeling back the layers of an onion, each layer representing a different aspect of your feelings, thoughts, and experiences. The outermost layer might be the immediate sense of loneliness you're feeling. But as you peel it back, you might find deeper issues, such as feelings of inadequacy, rejection, or fear of being alone. One of the most effective ways to embark on this journey of self-analysis is through self-reflection. Take some time each day to sit quietly and reflect on your feelings. Ask yourself questions like, why am I feeling lonely? When do I feel most alone? What triggers these feelings? The answers to these questions can provide profound insights into the root cause of your loneliness. Journaling is another powerful tool for self-analysis. By putting your thoughts and feelings onto paper, you create a tangible record of your emotional state. Writing about your experiences and emotions can be therapeutic, and over time you'll start to see patterns and triggers that might be contributing to your feelings of loneliness. Lastly, practicing mindfulness can greatly aid in self-analysis. Mindfulness is about being present in the moment, observing your thoughts and feelings without judgment. It's about recognizing your emotions as they arise and accepting them. By being mindful, you can better understand your feelings of loneliness and their triggers. Remember, self-analysis isn't about blaming yourself or feeling guilty. It's about understanding your emotions, acknowledging them, and learning from them. It's about developing a deeper connection with your inner self so that you can better navigate your emotional landscape. So, take a deep breath, grab a journal, find a quiet spot, and start your journey of self-analysis. It may not be an easy journey, but it's a necessary one. And remember, understanding yourself is the key to overcoming feelings of loneliness. So are you lonely, or are you just alone? Let's recall what we've explored. We've discerned the nuances between solitude and loneliness, realizing that one can be physically alone without feeling lonely. We've also stressed the importance of self-analysis, taking time to reflect and understand our emotions. It's crucial to recognize that loneliness isn't a failure, but a universal human experience. Remember, it's okay to feel lonely. It's a part of being human. But understanding these feelings is the first step towards overcoming them.